So I came to Naperville Integrated Wellness because I was feeling terrible. My symptoms were I had total fatigue, brain fog, just no energy. I was not sleeping well. I had been working out with a trainer for a year and a half. Everything I did, nothing helped. I was working with my doctors, and we couldn't find the root cause of my fatigue. I was just told, take a vitamin or do this and you'll feel better. So I wasn't going to take that for an answer because of the way I felt. So I started researching into integrative health doctors. I was hearing about them, and I started researching, and I came across Naperville Integrative Wellness. And I started reading the patient reviews, and they were all very positive. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to make an appointment. So I made that initial phone call and ended up here. When I came for my visit, I met Dr. Sexton, and I met the other staff, and Jody and Lisa, and everybody was wonderful, very caring. I felt like they cared about my situation. We had labs drawn immediately and some other testing as well, and I found out that basically the reason I was feeling so terrible and run down is I had a leaky gut and malabsorption. So I had a lot of histamine reactions to foods that I was eating that I thought were healthy foods, and really they were tearing my body up inside and giving me a really bad immune response. So after we got the labs back, we sat down and we got a plan going for me on changing some things. And the first thing that he changed, I was a Mountain Dew junkie, and the first thing that he changed that first visit was stop the Mountain Dew. So I went home, had my last one, and that was, I think, in April, and I haven't looked back. I stopped it. Yes, I had a headache for about a week, terrible headache, having that caffeine withdrawal, but after that was done, I felt much better, and I haven't had a lick of caffeine since. And so we got a diet for me, a low histamine diet, and I met with the health coach Lisa, and we came up with recipes that I could use, and different oils, things like that I can use that would help me with my low histamine diet and doing that change. I was eager to try anything to help myself feel better. And I started changing my diet. I was taking basically just a handful of fruits, a handful of veggies, and meats, which were fine. And I got real creative with learning how to cook them for flavors. And within a week, I started feeling better. I started having more energy. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this can't be. And I started feeling much better within a week. After 2 weeks, I felt like a new woman. I was sleeping better. That energy was back. My brain fog was gone. I had clarity. I could think better. And a very awesome benefit of, or a side effect, I should say, of eating differently was I started losing weight. My clothes started becoming bigger, bigger on me. And I started getting more confidence, started feeling a lot better about myself as well. And so far, since I started this journey in June, I'm down 25 pounds. And it was about a pound or two a week, which to me was awesome, because to me that's a healthy way to lose weight. And I was working with Lisa, who was my health coach, and she was fabulous. She was with me every step of the way. I had even gone on vacation about 2 weeks after I started my new way of eating, and she called me while I was on vacation, made sure I was staying on track, if I had any questions, and gave me advice on things to avoid, things I can have, and just gave me some ideas how to make that easier. Speaking of just changing your way of eating, now to me I'm on autopilot. It's very simple to do. You just kind of know what to grab and what to eat. And the main thing when you are starting to change a diet is you need to be prepared. You need to food prep. I learned every Sunday, cut up all my vegetables, roast my vegetables, make my meats, and stack them in the fridge. They even gave me recipe ideas to make a slurry, so to speak, which are vegetables that you boil and food process, and you can put them on meats and different foods like that as well. But the main thing is just being prepared and always having something that you can grab to munch on. So if somebody's looking to do this, being prepared is key. And it's really not difficult to do at all. It's, like I said, now I'm on autopilot and it's very easy to do. Try to think.
Yeah, so I think that I want to maybe elaborate on that, because the tools, as you're doing it, would you say the first part is, first we remove the things that are a burden on your system?
Yes.
And through the whole thing you learned how to make it work for your life, right?
Yes.
Because of your profession, so it's like really specific to your needs till it became a habit.
Right.
You know, and so I think, you know, each step of the way you learned a new habit. And now when you say autopilot, you know, I think that you don't learn that the first day. It takes a little bit, and then all of a sudden you're flying.
Right,
right. What I've seen.
Right. Yeah. So that's what, and you guys taught me that here, is to be prepared. Even when I did go on vacation, I was coached to make sure I take food with me in a little cooler. And I had that, and I'm on the airplane, everybody's eating their peanuts and cookies, and I've got my veggies and my meat, and I'm eating that. But I can tell you this too, by changing the diet, people are afraid, like, oh my gosh, I can't have carbs anymore, I can't have dairy, or I can't have, you know, it's tailored, this program was tailored to my needs. Everybody's different. But I don't miss dairy, I don't miss carbs, I don't miss those things. And eating the way I've been eating and doing the low histamine and sticking with my fruits and vegetables and my meats, I am never hungry, and including the oils, the healthy oils that you put in there. And I always feel full, so I'm never hungry. The one thing that I do is I do a paleo shake in the morning, because to me that's easier for breakfast. I can just put that in with some flaxseed and oil and shake it up and drink it on my way to work, and then I have my breakfast done. Also, if you need like a midday snack, that works. But the best part of this is, like, you're full. You never feel hungry. And like I said, I don't miss caffeine. I don't miss soda. I don't miss teas. I strictly drink water, and I'm very happy with that. And going through this as well is, I'm very conscious of what I put in my body now, and how it's going to make me feel, because believe me, I did cheat once, and I had an oatmeal cookie, and I paid for it. I paid for it dearly. But you know, you don't miss those things, and it, like you said, it becomes habit, so to speak.
Yeah. And I think even in our visits, at one point, I believe you said something like, you know, why would I go back there? You know,
exactly.
You feel so great.
I do.
Why would you? It's turned into kind of a no-brainer for you.
And you're right.
Like, you exercise. You like have crazy energy, and you know,
I do. I have so much energy. I'm going back to school because I need something to do now.